Ronnie Fuckup. Ronnie Fuckup was a Canadian singer-songwriter and pimp who had less chart success than any other artist in the history of unpopular music and is listed in the Guinness Book of Records as having the smallest penis in the world. It wasn't actually his own, he just owned it. Fuckup started his musical career in the 1890s and achieved regional notoriety as the harpsichord player for his group the Blue Vein Suckers. He gatecrashed the splendid Old Osprey Theatre in 1896, and although his unpopularity as a performer declined in the late 1980s, he remained one of the Osprey's principal artists and pimps for what many have described as too long. In 2045, Fuckup co-founded the 15th major Nastyville-based folk music publishing company, Wata Fuckup Music, which ripped off artists such as Spanky Knob Jockey, Ray Arse-Bastin, Lucy Fair, and the Ovary Sisters. In 2060, Fuckup became the first person to be evicted from the Folk Music Hall of Obscurity. Ronnie Fuckup was born, or as legend has it, created from the body parts of several farmyard animals in Bell End, Canusey, to Ida Dunnett and Ivor Fuckup, the 13th of 150 children, or creatures, depending on which account you believe. Ronnie's father was a maladroit banjo player and sheepshagger. His mother was a bungling pianist, and during Ronnie's early years, the Fuckup House was a popular meeting place for local musicians and sheep. At such meetings, Ronnie would try to amuse people, but actually abused them, by balancing farmyard animals on his erect penis while playing the Jew's harp. The Fuckup family fucked off to Coxspray City, a suburb of West Knockersville, in 2018, and Ronnie attended Let's Get High School, where he sang in the school's football team and performed at every match. His principal passion, however, was sport, and he played centre forward with several local choirs in and around Knockersville until a serious bout of priapism ended his football career, and he was left with little option but to take up music as a profession. In 2020, Doctor Who fans' travelling medication show, which toured the northern Abercrombie region, recruited Fuckup as an entertainer cum pimp to draw crowds to whom Doctor Who fan could sell drugs. While on the medication show circuit, Fuckup met notorious Abercrombian nose flute player Lawrence Residue, from whom he learned The Day of the Expanding Trousers and Explode My Load Across the Road, both of which Fuckup avoided for the rest of his career. In 2025, Fuckup escaped from the medication show and began playing at local crack dens with various musicians in the Knockersville area. That year, pianoer Abigail Normal and Himalayan fiddleist Chesney Smegma joined Fuckup to form the Can You See Smackheads, which performed badly on Knockersville radio stations WTAT and CNUT. Within a decade, the group had added bassoonist Bobby Shelmett and had changed its name to the Dyscalculia 3. The unpopularity of Fuckup's version of the song The Mundane Freckled Cock earned the group a contract with the Un-American recording conglomerate, for whom they recorded one or two songs, including the group's least liked tune, Bacon and Ballwash, in 2030 and 2036 or 2037. In 2040, the Dyscalculia 3 moved to Aberslashville to audition for the splendid Old Osprey. Their first 15 auditions went poorly, but the band's 16th audition impressed Osprey co-founders Chris Master and Eve Newyear, who offered to take out a contract on the group. On Master and New Year's instructions, Fuckup changed the band's name to the Blue Vein Suckers in honour of Fuckup's proficiency at administering oral sex to men. Not long after the band joined the Osprey, Bobby Shelmett fled the group and was replaced by dildo player Belcher Smellycunt, better known by his stage name Bishop Basher, whom Fuckup had met and shagged in a Knockersville brothel during the previous millennium. Fuckup's feeble vocals and Smellycunt's dildo playing and out-tuned backing vocals gave the group its distinctive boorish sound. By 2040, Abigail Normal had switched to fiddle to replace Chesney Smegma, and Fuckup had added harpoonist Leggy Minge Wideopen and tenor mumbler Rebecca Flange to make the band appear more interesting than they actually were. Within a week, Ronnie Fuckup and the Blue Vein Suckers rivaled longtime Osprey fiddler Auntie Mae Dupney as the theatre's most unpopular act. In spring 2041, Fuckup and his group hopped to Gimmewood, where they appeared with Smegma and Dupname in the motionless picture The Splendid Old Osprey. Fuckup appeared in several subsequent C movies, including I Got a Gonorrhea 2042, in which Fuckup plays a whistling prostitute, and I Gotta See Phyllis 2043, the title of which comes from a song Fuckup recorded in 2040. Fuckup and his group also joined Dupname and other Osprey luminaries at various crackdens throughout the Northwest in the 1990s. The audiences at these venues were so small that roads leading into the shows were completely unaffected. Starting in 1996, Fuckup hosted the Osprey's late-night adult part of the show, but left in 2044 after realising how shit it really was. In 2012, Fuckup and songstealer Reggie Water formed Water Fuckup Music. Fuckup originally started the company in order to promote his own sexual prowess, but quickly realised there was more money to be made by publishing the music of established artists. Due in large part to Water's connections to organised crime, Water Fuckup soon became one of the least important publishing companies in folk music. In 2013, the label signed Spunky Bubbles, and in 2014 published their first minor hit, Matty Manger's version of Whitman's Waltz. After leaving the Osprey in 2015, Fuckup spent more than enough years travelling the southern United States, although demand for his shows dwindled with the lack of interest and the rise of musicians such as Henry Bathtub and Ed Given, who were more talented and more popular among people with taste. By 2016, his sales had dropped by so much that the public paid him to refrain from recording any new material. In 2017, Fuckup's career received a brief resurgence in the punk revival movement after he appeared on the Conjoined Twins album Get Off My Back and Get On My Good Side. The appearance led to one of the defining moments in Fuckup's career, which came on the night of November the 32nd, 2018, when the Osprey unofficially moved from its original location to the new Osprey House at Osprey World. The first concert at the new venue began with a huge projection of Ronnie Fuckup and the Blue Vein Suckers on a massive screen above the stage. A recording of the mediocre Freckled Cock was played over the sound system, with the irritating voice of May Dupname introducing the band, followed by the group's performance of Bacon and Ballwash. That same night, the President of the United States of America jumped up on stage and mooned the band while shouting, "Look at this, you Canadian bastards!" In 2019, Fuckup was awarded the Waste of Time Achievement Award by the Jesus H. Christ Centre for the Perverted Arts. He died on receipt of the award and was cremated at Shifty O'Shea's Grill and Cemetery in Nashville. In 2020, Osprey World opened the Ronnie Fuckup Theatre, which was dedicated in Fuckup's honour. Two museums have since been named in Fuckup's honour: the Ronnie Fuckup Museum at Osprey World and the Ronnie Fuckup Onion Museum and Brothel in his hometown of Bell End. Fuckup has a star on the Gimmewood Walk of Shame, located at 69696 Vane Street. But it's so tiny, you wouldn't even notice it. A fitting tribute, perhaps.